everyone. I just thought that as phase one of the release from lockdown starting, we'd start looking at our local area, because we are allowed to now go within around about 5 miles of where we live. And we thought we'd start looking at where we live, which is Audie, and just seeing what we could find hereabouts that might be quite interesting, and maybe making a little 10, 15 minute or even a 5-minute video to pass on to members of the group. So currently I'm stopped. You could perhaps see close to one of the old marker stones for the Muir of Dinnet Nature Reserve. This was opened by the Duke of Edinburgh when it was the Queen's Royal Jubilee. And little car park here, and close, the other side, I'm looking straight onto it, the hill, which is about 500 metres north down the road from the Bernavat Visitor Centre. Up this hill, there are some very interesting, I've forgotten at the moment, hut circles and field systems. And we thought we'd go up and have a look at them. But I should warn you, there's no footpath, and when I say we, that's Irvin, Ross and myself, Veronica. We're shod in walking boots, and we have got gaiters on for this time of year. Yes. And it's also pretty important, if you've got a GPS, to have the points that we're going to recorded on the GPS. And okay, we'll start going for the walk up the hill to the first of these circles, because there's quite a few of them. This is the map published in Sir Alexander Ogston's book, The Prehistoric Antiquities of Cromar. He published it in 1832 and had done many excavations in the area. This area of hut circles and walls he called the Culblean group. And as you can see, this is the road here, the Bernavat Road. We parked about here and walked up the hill. His map wasn't entirely accurate. If we look at a modern OS map, you can see here is the A9119 with Bernavat down here at the bottom of the map. And here are the hut circles. There are 10 of them. He called this group a straggling mass of construction. Well, we think these days that the hut circles possibly look something like this. They had a surround of the stone wall. This was used to support the roof timbers, which were possibly covered with thatch, and we think in this area it would have been a heather thatch that they used. As you can see, the houses or the hut circles were very large. They could obviously house quite a lot of people, possibly 15 to 20 people with their animals. And so on this hillside, there could have been well over 100 people living there back in the Iron Age. So this is what the circular houses would have looked like 2,000 years ago. But all that there is left for us to find now are the ruins of the stone walls, as you can see on this plan taken from Ogston's book. We're going up the hill here, and the first settlement is about 100 metres away. And here we are at the first of the 3 hut circles of huge circular houses that we're going to visit today. I'm standing on the wall and you can see how huge they are. Ogston, he judged them to be he measured them to be 5 foot wide. And in the pictures in his book, you'll see that there are no trees here at all. There weren't any at the beginning of the 20th century. It's this lower edge of the slope, it's all birch trees, and you'll see when we go further up, it's the Scots pine trees. This area that didn't have trees on it then was probably fields, because we know that the Iron Age people, they were farmers, and so they would have used the fields for their cattle, sheep, and probably these hut circles were so huge because in the winter months they would shelter the animals with them within. Hi, here I am in a huge circular house right at the doorway to it on the southern side, otherwise known as the hut circles, the Iron Age hut circles. They were all recorded by Ogston back in the early 1930s, and they're in his book, which was published, The Antiquities of Cromar. And he recorded the fact that this circle was 50 foot in diameter, and the walls are about 5 foot thick. The upper side, well, I'm on the lower side of the hut, but the upper side was set into the hillside, and the lower side just... Currently, as you see, there's masses of bracken. It's just getting ready to really open, and you won't see anything at all. But so it might be better to come and visit, if you are coming to visit, to come at a slightly earlier stage of the year. Irvin will now film round on some closer detail of the walls where you can see them a bit more clearly. Obviously, lots of people lived in this hut circle, it's so huge. Abercrombie excavated it in 1904, and he, in fact, the type of excavations they were doing then, they did in fact destroy quite a lot of what we want to see. But it's been looked at quite a few times by people. Quite nice seeing the open space up there. We're west. And here we are just a few metres to the west of that previous stone circle. I'm standing at the doorway. You could see the lovely big stone they used for the doorway of another circle that looks almost the same size. And this is the view that you get from this second hut circle that we've looked at. It's looking almost southeast over, you could just see Loch Kinnaird in the distance and the hills of Glentana behind. To finish, here are 3 photographs, again from Ogston's book. They show how the area in the 1920s to 30s was open heather moorland. This first photo shows a picture with Loch Kinnaird in the background and the open moorland. And here is a photo of a man sitting inside a cell in one of the walls, and here's the one tree that there may have been on the site. And here is a picture of the 3 hut circles which we went to visit. Here is circle hut 1, or circle 1. Here's hut circle 2. Here's hut circle 3. I hope you have enjoyed watching our little amateur video. If you want any more information about the site, here is the link, the internet link to Canmore, the archaeological internet database. While we are stuck in lockdown and Cromar History Group cannot hold any of its summer visits, if there are any interesting places close to where you live, perhaps you would like to share them with other members of Cromar History Group. You could shoot a little video on your mobile phone, or just take a few photographs and write a few lines. We will post them on our Facebook page and put the videos up on YouTube. Send anything that you've got to us at info@cromarhistorygroup.org.uk. Thank you.